Well, back here bright and early this morning, I was able to get one truck to bring stone today, which will be good. That way it doesn't overwhelm me and catch up. I think between what I can undercut today and keep this knocked down, we should be able to get stone probably up there to where the dump truck is. Hopefully. That's the plan at least. But with just one truck, I'll get a load every hour, so it won't be too busy with that, and that'll give me time to keep undercutting the new section of road and grading that as we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and go up there and load up the first load of dirt, wait for him to get here and dump the first load through here. I'll keep it knocked down and he can just kind of keep spreading it up the hill towards me. Right, so I got the first load of rock this morning put down, and I am going to go ahead and cut a little bit of road out. It takes right at an hour for him to get back, so I'll work for about 30-45 minutes and then run over there and blade that stone down. That way I'll be waiting when he gets back on the next load. We can start a little farther up the hill at where I need to, and just kind of keep working our way on down here. And I keep cutting it out and keep filling it in. So this section right here, it's got clay in it, but it's got so much organic stuff that I can't really use it for filling in, so I'll just dump it in the pit up here, start filling it back in. I need some more topsoil up front, but I'll have to wait till I get farther down the hill, I guess, because there's none right here. It's sandy clay. This out, and I'll probably have to, back behind me it gets kind of bushy for some reason. Probably have to undercut some of that out a little bit more, and maybe haul a little bit of clay over here. I need one load of clay right in there to kind of fill that in. But I'll haul a couple loads of this and then get a load of clay and put in there. So I painted some marks right here so I know where to cut it out to. Then I'll run the dozer through there, trim the edges out, clean everything up nice. So normally I would have used the grading bucket for this, but between, you know, digging 3 loads of this and then having to go back to the borrow pit, it does not dig into that solid clay like a tooth bucket does, so I just use this and clean it up with the dozer. So mushy. You can see right here, see the ruts. I mean, I know it's lean in there and it kind of slides, but it looks like just the top 6 inches or so. I should be okay, which that's about how much I'm cutting out anyways. All right, well, I'm gonna keep raking this up and go dump that, get another load, and then load out some clay, dump it down here, and go spread stone. So be all over today. Well, that's 4 truckloads cut out so far. Seems to be getting a lot better there. I'll probably bring a couple more loads of clay up here. Fill this back in some to save on stone. I don't quite need 12 inches of stone here, but yeah, it's going pretty good. Getting that cut out, dumped into the pit, and keep working on my way down there. About another, probably 3 more loads or so, 3 or 4 more loads. It should start getting a lot better. It's kind of weird, it's just a little soft spot here on top of the hill. But I'm gonna go jump on the grader real quick, knock that load of stone down, and he should be back with the second load here pretty soon. And I'll go ahead and take the dozer and trim this out, push that up there. That way when I drive down here to dump this load of clay, I can see if there's any other little spots that need to be cut out before rolling into subgrade. I had the cylinder about as deep as it would go there. Got a deep hole here now. Let's go haul this load and I'll show you what I'm doing now. So I've undercut all this out to a solid base. As you can tell, I'm like 16, 18 inches deep right here though. But the truck driving over it is not leaving ruts anymore. It's just packing it down. So I'm having to dump some dirt back in here to obviously fill this back in, so I'm not putting such a large amount of stone. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this down and get that compacted in. I don't like the dirt where I'm digging. I'm gonna start back over right there. It's kind of changed a little bit, and get back into some more of that good red clay. This has kind of turned a little bit orange, but I'm gonna see how well this works and go from there. So let's go ahead and knock this down and roll it in. packy. Doesn't that transition look a lot better now? I think so too. I'll come in here with the motor grader and fine tune it once I pack it in. Haul a little more dirt up there and undercut some more. I started moving the borrow pit over a little bit to get into that better clay right here. I'm happy with that. Just loaded out, that's load number 3. Undercut, I'll load a couple more loads when I go dump that. That should be enough to finish all that. And then the rest of that seems pretty solid. I'm just gonna scrape that off with the dozer and push it down there to the bottom. And then I got the undercut where the next culvert pipe, where all this right here drains to, I've got to put a pipe under the road down here at the bottom. So I'll go dump this, haul a couple loads of clay. I got a load of stone to go spread out, and then spread all this out and get that rolled in. And then this section of road right here should be good, and I can work on this. I want to get this daylighted out to down there in case it does rain this afternoon. This will be able to drain out. Hauling the topsoil all the way to the front. Starting to look like a road now. looks good with the stone on it. Need a little bit more right here and a little bit more in that curve, but just got one truck going today. That way it doesn't overwhelm me. Pretty much just have to blade that out and roll it down. So I'll have all that done pretty much to the edge of the field today. He'll probably get me 3 more loads, which will get me covered to probably just back there behind the motor grader. So that'll be good. That'll cover all this up in case we get a rain shower. And then fingers crossed we don't. I can get all that covered tomorrow. And then I only have maybe about 200 or 300 more feet of road to do. Well, that was load number 9 for today. So 198 tons, I think is what the scale ticket said. I have to go back and look at it. So yeah, making pretty good progress. Got stone all the way. Well, I put a load up there and down the edge, so that took up 2 of the loads, and then started right here. And this will cover to about probably right here, and get him again tomorrow and probably get halfway up the hill there, and then I got to go to the topsoil pile for right now. So let me go ahead and knock this down and get this rolled in. Well, I want to grade my dirt and haul the topsoil, but I will roll this in before I leave today. that filled in the way I wanted it, and I like that. That raised it on up a little bit so I can get a little drainage on this side. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Well, it's starting to look like a road now. Got stone all the way to here. Need about one more load right there. And then everything is rolled in and on grade all the way there to the excavator pretty much. I'm gonna go dig out a couple loads of topsoil, move that, and put those pipes in the morning. I gotta haul some more dirt to build the road, and pretty much all I have to cut out from the excavator to that pile of dirt for now. And that will be the end of the road. Well, it's almost 5:30, so last load for today. I went ahead and cut that a little bit out right there, and I can clean that up with the dozer. Cut a swale in there. That's where that pipe, those two pieces of pipe have to go. And then the road is going to cross over this, and that's the center line, those next 4 pink flags. And it's just going to dead into the pile of dirt right there for now until he figures out where the house is going to go. So not a whole lot left to do. Get some stone on that. A lot of work to fill in the borrow pit. What I'm planning on doing is hauling some of those dirt and ashes up there. So either I was going to have to haul some dirt from the hole that I dig down here, or I just haul some of that stuff to fill in the hole up here. So I'll probably do that and then cover it up with about 4 or 5 feet of that better topsoil up there. I'll still probably have to dig a hole down there somewhere to get rid of what's left. But we'll take off on a Grand Slam tour here. So when it's all said and done, all of this is going to be gone. The old existing road right here. I know it's a little bit confusing with all the roads out here, but we pretty much took this road, moved it over there. That way all this can be incorporated back into one big field. And then it has a separate field over there. Instead of having it so chopped up. It's still chopped up, we just moved it. So that's where that big old gum tree was. And we'll come down here and jump on the new section of road. So I'm hauling some more topsoil up to the front. And I'll show you what I have to do up here. I gotta tie the transition from the old farm path into the existing paved road. I gotta cut the hill down. And the neighbor many moons ago planted a row of Leland cypresses on this side of the property line, and I gotta tear all those down because the owner does not want them, and he's gonna re-landscape everything that does not incorporate Leland cypresses. So they would probably die anyways after I cut the road down, so it's best to go ahead and take them down while I got the equipment. I'm gonna run the D6 down through here with the rake and try to bust up this old existing road once I'm done, and push all this topsoil over, blend all this in, that way there's just one whole field here. And that's about it. Redress everything up along the edges. Found a guy that's gonna come hydroseed everything. I think it'll stand a lot better chance on germinating if it's hydroseeded after I run the ruckus rake over it and fluff it up. So yeah, there's all the trees that have to come down, and then that big hump at the end of the path, I got to cut all that out and tie it in to the paved road. So that's it for today. I'm gonna dump this, and I'm going home.